God, that was long. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Coach Convos. That's the name of the podcast.
Oh my god.
My name is Dylan.
You had to take such a big fucking turnaround to get to that. Wow, okay.
I'm bad at this. My name is Dylan. This is Alex.
Hi, everyone.
We're in January. Alex, how are you doing?
It's our second episode in the month of January. And it's pretty
Nice.
freaking epic.
F's in the chat, bros. F's in the chat.
So, Dylan, how's your week been, buddy?
I have had a busy week. I managed to finally get myself a dentist appointment by calling them and being like, hey, I am constantly bleeding from my mouth, and I don't think that's good. And they were like, we'll book you for March. And I was like, no, that's not how this is going to work.
Is that... Okay, I just have to ask. When you say bleeding
yeah.
from the mouth, do you mean your gums are bleeding?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
I have not found the location of the bleeding, but I assure you, I am in pain and bleeding constantly. And that's disturbing.
So, guys, check in next time when Dylan is booked in the hospital for fucking actual heroin addiction.
It's all come down to this.
Of course.
How's your week been?
My week's been alright. Back to school.
Whoops. I forgot to turn off my phone.
You know, that's a good point, Dylan. But also, you suck, and you're stupid and poopy, and you're ruining this podcast.
Hey, that's why I'm here.
Anyway. Going back to school, learning how to code. It's fun.
What language you coding?
You probably don't. It's processing, which is basically just a program that's built on the foundation of Java, but it's mostly used for illustration.
Oh, yeah, I see. Well, going into our first topic of the day.
Yeah.
This week we have a lot of topics, but they're all really short and small. So
I mean, it's still gonna be fun. We're gonna have to express a lot of opinions and shit.
So I had to bring my resume or CV for all European people up to date in 3 different languages because I fucking hate my school. I can understand English and Finnish, but I don't understand why I have to write it in Swedish. I don't even know Swedish.
Swedish.
That's
Wait, did you ever actually pass Swedish?
No, I did not. I am currently in the process of doing some extra work to actually get a passing grade so I can graduate.
That's such a stupid thing. I don't understand why you have to, in university in Finland, have Swedish as a, what's it called?
Second language.
Why do you even have to have a second language? That's
so
weird.
We're instantly going off topic, but I'll educate you. So a long time ago, Sweden owned Finland.
Yeah, I know that fact.
Yeah, and up until actually basically to the 1950s, Swedish was the language used by the fancy, big, noble, rich people. And in now modern days, we have this political party called the Swedish Party. And the only reason for their existence is to keep Swedish as a mandatory language, even though literally every other party votes against it every year. And this has been the thing for at least from the 50s now, so that's why we learn Swedish still. It's useless. I'd rather learn Russian, because more people speak Russian than Swedish.
Привет.
Привет, though. But anyway, going to the actual topic. So I got my resumes done, I got my LinkedIn done, and I got a job offer. Mm-hmm. And Alex is hearing this for the first time as well, so I want to savor this moment.
All right.
I got offered a job at a local newspaper. Well, I say local in Helsinki. It's a rather big, the Helsinkian paper, as a video editor.
Right.
And well, you couldn't really call it a job. It was more like an internship, but it did have a pay. And I was looking through the details, and I was like, I have friends in Helsinki. I can work for a summer in Helsinki. Like I can just crash at my friend's place, pay them a little bit. And then I looked at what the hours are. Mm-hmm. 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, very normal.
Yeah.
There may become cases where I get a phone call like, "Hey, we need you to come to work now, because there's a new story that needs like instant getting done." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, that's understandable."
That makes sense.
I couldn't work from home, which was a bit of an
That's
but
weird.
the offices had like they have proper equipment for me and everything with
Okay.
like good licenses. The pay was €8 an hour,
What?
and yeah, and for comparison, uh, my regular shit jobs that I've done pay me like 10 to €13 an hour. My bouncing paid me about 14.50 an hour. So I said fuck that and fuck you.
€8. That's like on the level of like American, like when taxes are come in, right? That's like on the level
Yeah.
of fucking American fucking minimum
Yeah, and
wage.
they're using the fucking fact that they say it's an internship, even though I work full time and full hours individually, and they require me to have already like a portfolio in video editing and stuff like that. So it's really not an internship. They're just hiring a full-time employee, but using the term internship to pay me less. So it's pretty much working like
Dylan.
an American company.
It's almost like capitalism is exclusively made for things like this to exploit people with less experience and of the lower classes.
But Alex, I'm gonna be a billionaire, and if capitalism is gone, I'm not gonna be a billionaire.
Okay, Dylan, number one, you're not going to be a billionaire. You're not Vince McMahon. And that's basically it. Fuck you.
And just like that, we've insulted all of our American viewers by proxy.
Hey, American viewers, you suck. We're going to talk about you later in the episode, but just know.
You fucking suck. Why? We're so hateful towards it. Like, I bet most of our viewers are actually with us on these topics. We're
Yeah,
just
probably.
pissing on them.
I mean, to be fair, that's why they watch it, isn't it?
Hey, American government, I love you. Keep being Republican.
Dylan, you know that most of the governmental, like, bodies are now, like, liberal, right? Or democratic.
Hey, American government, fuck you.
Like I don't remember the exact specifics, but apparently the House and everything is now like mostly Democratic.
I thought the House was Republican. I thought Mitch McConnell and his goons won. I shouldn't say. I keep forgetting to stay in character for that. I love America. I love being a Republican man.
Of course you do.
Do not post me those memes. I will literally snap your neck, Alex.
All right, cool, poggers.
Going
Anyway,
into the next topic, I want to ask a question. Like, do you want to talk about it? Because I can be your hype man for this.
I mean, it's not like something I've decidedly planned much yet, but I can talk about it.
All right, all right. So, for everyone here listening, and those of you who especially like listening to Alex instead of me,
Hi.
there's a possibility that you're gonna get some sweet, sweet stuff.
All right, so basically, lately I have been fiddling with the idea of making a new separate podcast that is going to be myself. I'm going to be the main host, and basically I'm just going to bring on people every episode. It's not going to have a decided schedule or anything. It's just for when I'm able to get another person on. And the main focus of that podcast that I haven't really, decided a name for or set up a channel or anything for yet. I mainly want to talk about politics and religion because those are both things that interest me very much to talk about, just like in general with friends. Because I think a lot of people, when they're just like, chilling, hanging out with their friends, and just casually talking politics, it can be a very, like, nice, like, relaxing, like, oh yeah, you're just talking about this and this. But on the internet and, like, and everything, it's become a very taboo thing where, like, if you say anything about politics or religion, someone's gonna be calling you, so-and-so names and whatever. And I really just want to have or trying to make a platform where I can, just present the fact that talking about politics and religion doesn't have to be, a thing of just throwing words at each other and to prove another person wrong. Because the point of the podcast is not going to be, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you what to think. It's just I want to bring on every kind of person that I have in my friend groups, and just hear their views and just talk about why do they believe what they believe. Because I think that's really interesting to know, not why this side of the political fence is a fucking idiot and you should never listen to them. It's just why I think that, because it's more interesting for me, at least, to know, hey, okay, why do you think that way?
So basically, for you Americans, this is how you're supposed to properly behave in a discussion about religion and politics.
Also, Americans, two-party system is cringe.
Got that right. And speaking of Americans, I know that we failed badly to upkeep the idea that we don't bring politics into this. But in our defense, we're both bad, and America is going actually fucking insane with the fact that we almost had a second civil war, and probably will still have one.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably not going to linger at this for too long, but it's just, it's happened. We have to talk about it. We are ooga booga bad men. Anyway.
The one thing about raiding the Capitol Hill, because I watched the live stream from PBCA when it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that in the news didn't cover this, but when they were holding a wide shot of the actual, assault on the Capitol, it was mostly Trump supporters being like, we hate people. We don't understand basic mathematics, and we're mad because of that. And we're racist also. That's an important addition to this. We're incredibly racist.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw, amongst all those rioters, those terrorists, I saw a man who looked of Indian origin with a hot dog cart. And I thought to myself, if that isn't the bravest fucking man on this planet, and also the smartest, because he probably was looking at the news and seeing oh, a bunch of racist white supremacists are raiding my capital. They're probably hungry. That guy had such a mind of an entrepreneur that he realized to go and sell hot dogs to these Americans. Because, first of all, the Americans, of course, they're not gonna buy hot dogs. They're not gonna... that's a given. But I just want to, shout out this man, whoever he is. He is a god amongst men. Because you could not get me there in that situation.
That man has the biggest balls in all of America. God.
Biggest balls and biggest brains. How do you even look at a group of rioters and go, I'm gonna make my fucking yearly paycheck from this one night?
Bro, okay, let's just say, if anyone is gonna destroy and abolish racism in America, it will be that man. And he will be selling hot dogs.
When you think about it, it's a giga brain move, because, it's America. Of course they'll buy hot dogs. Hot dogs are America. They don't care about your race, religion, background. If you're a hot dog guy, that's your entire existence. You're neutral. You're a friend of everyone.
Yes, the hot dog merchant.
God, screw Biden, screw Trump. Put the hot dog merchant as the fucking president. We'll have world peace in a week.
So we have the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, the Libertarian Party, and now the Hot Dog Party.
I support the Hot Dog Party.
I support no one but the Hot Dog Party.
Give me hot dog or give me death.
Oh. That was such a fun... it was funny, and it was also horrifying at the same time. Because you realize that, some of these people were actually very serious, and they had zip ties, and we're talking about executing...
Molotovs, pipe bombs, wanting to hang people. It's
funny how, the news didn't talk about the fact that they literally found bombs and defused them as well.
I feel like it was a kind of a good call, because let's be real, America does not need any more, excitement than they already have.
That's fair.
And I just Biden's inauguration is going to be interesting because after tonight, you know that the security is going to be top notch. There's going to be the fucking army there. Like, things are looking wild. If by chance there's anyone in our audience that supported this actual coup, please read a book. Preferably, like, elementary mathematics and go up from there. Because, you know,
For what? Like,
you're screwing the rest of us over.
Here's the funny thing. I didn't even say anything. I have not said much, and yet Dylan is like dropping the entire character for this exact segment.
I'm sorry. Like, I have a strict code. I like to shit around, but we're talking about people lost their lives, and like the world is hanging at the balance of the U.S. elections. This is why I hate America.
Yeah, it was pretty funny though.
It was. I had a good laugh.
It was pretty funny. I mean, one of the funny things about that is, and I think the character that most people remember is the very shamanistic looking dude, aka
The Viking man.
QAnon. He was like the main character because he's the guy you see post. And the guy that stole the podium or whatever. Yeah.
What a Chad though. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I would also, if I would be there, I'd also be like, I'm taking this shit home, because imagine just having that in your house.
I mean, the funny thing to me is just how many of them were just, like, unknowing of, or not unknowing, but, like, they just didn't, like, okay, here's the thing. If you don't agree with something in your government, that's completely fine. And you
Encouraged as well in most cases.
And you should take action, but have a goal with what you're doing. Don't raid fucking a government building, one of the highest government buildings, without having your goal.
If I may add to that, take action, but like how a normal, sensible human being would. AKA vote and or like, God, I cannot believe I'm saying this. Do a peaceful protest. Don't go killing people.
It's funny. It's funny though because you know, when peaceful protests happen in America, and they aren't predominantly white, or well, I'm not gonna say that you know American police are racist, but in a lot of cases where there have been peaceful protests, people have been arrested, and you know then Capitol Hill happens, and I understand a few people died, and you know. That's tragic, you know, lost to their families and everything. It's horrible.
I'm not going to say this as a fact, but wasn't there also a case of police brutality in Capitol Hill? Because, you know, the government went like, hey, these guys are Antifa, and then the police just went wild. I have no confirmation on this. This is just hearsay. But
I thought that was the funniest thing, like Republicans tweeting like, this is an Antifa attack.
I love the fact that they managed to split their own goddamn supporter base in two by just first encouraging them to go and do illegal things and then claiming they're Antifa.
We're getting very fucking political on this one.
I mean, kind of have to. Although that's don't kill people, don't riot, preferably don't protest. If you have to protest, do it peacefully without you actually bothering the other people around you, aka don't sit and block the streets. I will personally come and kick you in the back of the head if you stop me from getting to my workplace because you're mad that they're building a parking lot on a pot. Anyway, do you want to go to the image you sent me earlier?
Right. I thought you meant the one that I had just sent you.
No.
All right, so along with the Second Civil War that kind of didn't happen. There's a lot of statements and a lot of conspiracy theories that have been made by certain people in certain crowds. And there are some people who, when they try to explain these things, they make these documents or these pages that just have like nearly no coherency whatsoever. So imagine like, you know how like in middle school you had like the where you had to connect two things together, right?
Yeah.
And you do the snake lines.
Yeah.
Imagine there's like 150 topics and the snake lines go all over everywhere, but you can't actually tell what the fuck is what.
I think
And then make
I'll
it
leave, like, a
political
link.
and you know, have someone say it's all connected, man.
I think I'll leave a link to the image because I'm pretty sure if I post the image in question, we're gonna get taken down instantly because
I mean, okay,
YouTube
but
algorithm is retarded.
I'll just say don't even post a link to it, but just look for, you know, QAnon conspiracy image. Deciding word.
I love the fact that you're just ensuring as you are saying that.
I have to make sure that I can find it.
Basically, the image that Alex sent me was a massive looking image that is just black on white. There's things such as the Pentagon, a crucifixion of Jesus, UFO, the Bavarian Illuminati, Freemasonry, Lincoln assassination, Project Monarch, Russian Federation, all these kind of things. Infowars Alex Jones is in here, Wi-Fi is in here, and they're all connected with these snake lines, and they make no fucking sense, and about 73% of all these things are written wrong.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, just search "follow the white rabbit."
Yeah.
It's like actually fucking like, I can't understand half of this.
It's a... Why is Jeff Bezos, Amazon, and Whole Foods, and the Washington Post, why are those four in the same category? I can understand Jeff Bezos and Amazon, but Whole Foods and the Washington Post, why are they in the same thing?
Like, okay, so apparently, I don't know if this is like 100% true, but apparently that image is supposed to show how the Vatican, aka, you know, Catholicism and the Catholic Church, controls everything. Like, everything in the world is controlled by the Vatican.
I mean, if you just say that to me, I'd be like, I mean, I can kind of believe it considering the ancient times, but if you show me this image and I'll like, look at the lines, man, I'll punch you in the dick.
I have to feel like there's some sort of like answer key, like you have to have another image that's like see-through that you put on top so you can actually understand what the fuck this is saying.
This is the exact same as like a toddler who starts making something and they just keep drawing over it. They don't understand the fact that like people who see it, the complete product, haven't seen the process of it. So we don't understand what the fuck is going on. You need to do this in steps if you want to have it be even slightly coherent. And I can't believe I just gave instructions for Qanon on how to make a proper... Oh god. This is why I hate myself.
Are you ready for us to get like attacked by the QAnon crowd?
I don't care about Redditors, Alex.
They're not Redditors, they're 4chaners, brud.
It's same fucking thing. Overweight Discord moderators that they'll drive to me with their fucking mobility scooters and try to like deliver cum to my mailbox. I don't care.
God.
One on.
Do you want to okay, just before we close out this topic, I want to say this is the funniest, like, this has been the funniest 10 minutes of the podcast to me, because for once, me being like left-leaning and Dylan being very, very centrist, we can finally like wholeheartedly agree on something.
God, I cringe so bad. I hate cringing, and this is just all making me cringe. America, Qanon, you're both cringe. Anyway, going into actually good topics.
Yeah, go on.
Cyberpunk 77. As if the fact that they bullshitted us, like, by the way, I fucking called it. It's As if that wasn't enough. Turns out, CD Projekt Red is also kinda incompetent, because they forgot to put copy protection on the game. Meaning, if you or your friend has the game purchased and installed, you can just copy the entire game folder to a different computer and it works fine. Installing may have a bit of issue, but you can just get that game for free if only one of you owns it.
Okay, I would like to say, for the YouTube heroes out there, for the YouTube guidelines, the Couch Convos YouTube channel does not condone in any way to copyright or to redistribute intellectual property without consent or purchase of said product.
I would like to add to that because there is no protection added, it's not illegal.
Dylan, I don't want to get sued.
You're not the one who's gonna get sued. I manage this fucking channel, dude. I handle this shit.
I don't want this video to get taken down because we're inciting piracy.
We're not inciting piracy. They just forgot to add it into the terms.
We will technically be inciting piracy.
Technicalities don't apply in court. But yes, we're only reporting this. We're not condoning that you do any illegal acts. But just so you know, Project Red is incompetent and they really rushed out 77 and they should have just taken their time with it. But they didn't, mostly because of publishers, I'm imagining. So, slow clap for them. Good job, boys.
I mean, to be fair, all the fucking Wojaks were already on it day one, weren't they? They got all their money's worth.
Apparently it is still a fun game on PC, but if you're playing it on console, fucking rip, my dude. Which just goes to show that, own a PC. Don't spend your money on a console.
Shout out console users. You suck.
This is just I have a couple of consoles, but they're only for party games, for when people are over. If I want to play a game, I go to my PC.
The only acceptable console is the Wii and the Nintendo ones.
Oh yeah, I had a Nintendo GameCube when I was a kid, and that was actually... But you can kinda emulate those as well. So...
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to emulate the new Super Smash Bros.
Very true, very true. Nintendo, stop making your games onto actual computers instead of your own programs. You're the worst game company, and EA and Activision Blizzard is still a thing, and I keep to my words.
I'll remind you that Nintendo's intellectual property rights means that you can't legally make any fan games. You're not allowed to make any fan games, even if you're not taking any money for it.
I wonder if Nintendo is gonna get themselves based in China so they can make a law where if you diss them, you get fucking taken down.
That's probably...
Oh wait, YouTube algorithm already covers that because it's incompetent. I forgot. God. How's the winter treating you, Alex?
For the first time, I'm gonna... Hold on. I closed my blinds just a second ago. But if I open my blinds currently, it is snowing in Denmark. We've had, almost, a week of snow. And
nice.
Last year, we had, 3 days spread out over all of winter. But we actually have snow, and it's fucking epic and awesome.
So... In my city, because I live relatively south, I live close to Helsinki, but about 2 hours drive away, that'll be easy enough. And last year I had snow for 3 weeks in total, which is a very tiny amount considering I'm in Finland. And this year, only about 2 weeks ago did I start seeing snow, and it's a small amount of snow. It's barely a centimeter, probably in millimeters at this point. But I was like, man, winter is really not coming to Finland this year. Then I went to my home, to my dad's at north, and there was about 10 centimeters of snow. And I was like, oh, I have horribly underdressed for this occasion. Then I went to my mother even further north, and there was like 20 to 40 centimeters of snow, depending on the location. And I was like, oh no, I have actually underdressed myself for this, because I only had t-shirts and like, whatchamacallit, like short ankled boots, I guess. Sneakers, I had sneakers, that's the word. So I was like dying. And then I came back home and I was like, still no, like barely any snow here. Then I went to Helsinki to a friend of mine. And in Helsinki, there was like 10 centimeters of snow, and I was like, what the fuck? Everywhere else in Finland, there's winter, except in my city. What the fuck? I'm so mad.
Absolutely
like,
owned.
I hate fall and spring. I don't like it because it's wet, it's dark, it's not fun. I don't like winter because it's cold, but I'd rather have a proper winter because, first of all, it's not dark as shit because the snow reflects light. And it's not like a slushy. It's not a slushy.
It's not a slushy.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. It's like it's proper snow. I want to have a proper winter, but I'm just not getting any.
The snow's not like really wet and just like splashes whenever you walk on it.
Yeah. But, oh god, I don't understand.
It's quite dry over here, which I don't particularly enjoy, but, you know, it's snow.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking dry here as well. My fucking skin is not liking this.
But, like, I don't know what it is, because I love winter compared to summer. Most of the time. But I feel like whenever we switch back and forth, I'm always like, oh, I like these things. You know, you don't realize you missed something until you don't have it anymore, right?
Yeah. I can fully say that I would be fine with giving up winter completely.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like the cold. Like, I've always been I was born in the summer, so I'm just a summer boy through and through. I love just laying on a field of grass and falling asleep for a couple of hours in the sun, and then waking up to a fucking thunderstorm. So, I like summer. I'll gladly replace winter for summer, but on the condition that spring and fall are not things. Because when those two come into the equation, I love winter because it's like a break from the fucking wet and darkness. But yeah, I really enjoy summer. I don't like absurd heats because I can't handle them, but a decent like 10 to 20 Celsius, preferably 15 Celsius warm, a small northern wind so it's a bit cold. That's the perfect summer day. That is something that I would love to live in non-stop.
I'll say a cold summer day is always nice.
Yeah.
But I still think I prefer winter.
God, you're weird.
You're weird. I was born in April, bro.
February, March, April. Okay.
Sorry?
I had to go through the months to actually figure out when it was.
Oh my fucking god, Dylan.
Hey. I don't speak English as a native language, okay?
Suddenly I just hear you speaking Finnish for no reason.
No, I had to go through them. I know the song in English, but I can't automatically tell which month is in which place, so I have to go through the song. So
wait, hold on, what?
So when you say April, I can't
So if I asked you, Dylan, what's the 10th month?
January, February, March, April, May, June,
oh my
July,
god,
August, October, September.
No, the 10th.
It is not. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, October, September.
No.
What am I missing here?
September, October, November, December.
September.
You fucking mong.
Wait, hold the phone. Hold the fucking phone here. It's 10th.
Yes, the 10th.
January,
February, March, April,
May, June,
July, August,
August,
September, October, November.
I got October and September switched.
Oh my god, Dylan, you were actually mentally brain dead.
Yep. And speaking of death,
God damn.
speaking of dying, did you know that January is going to be the worst month in Corona history for the US in terms of those who get ill and those who die?
Oh, well, yeah, because it's very, very cold.
And it's because the Americans still don't know how to handle Corona. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is starting to work on vaccines.
What do you mean work on? We have them.
Oh yeah, we have them now. Not in Finland, thanks yet.
They're already being like administered in Denmark and the UK and shit.
Yeah. So basically, the rest of the world is gonna get rid of Corona, and then we're just gonna build the walls around America, because they're not gonna start taking vaccines. They're Americans.
It's okay. We'll just put a bunch of like sea mines.
Did you hear about the fact that the president of Mexico said that he's nowadays willing to pay for a wall between U.S. and Mexico?
I understand why.
And Canada also said that they'll join in on this project. That is the most beautiful fucking thing ever. We're actually gonna wall off America. I'm all in for this.
Hell yeah.
Oh god. But I'm hoping that this
Chad.
year we genuinely get. We don't need to get rid of Corona, but I appreciate getting out of lockdown, because like my progress on my fucking fitness has just like gone downhill. It's a losing battle because I don't have enough equipment at home, and the gyms are still closed.
Same.
So it's just I'd appreciate getting out of lockdown soon. This is like the third lockdown in Finland, and I just want to go to the gym. I just want to get fit, guys. That's all I want. I'm considering that tomorrow I may pop off into a fitness store and just buy a shit ton of equipment so I can do something, but I don't have room in my apartment.
I was gonna say, like, don't spend way too much money on equipment you're probably not gonna use once the things open back up.
Yeah, I mean, I need more weights. That's what I need. But they're absurd priced. Like, 25 kilograms cost you like 50 to 70 euros. That's absurd.
Well, workout equipment is overpriced for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's not fun.
No.
But it's like, I can see my mass leaving me. Like, I'm not as fucking muscular as I was just a fucking month ago.
That's an interesting way to say it, Dylan.
I
can see my mass has abandoned me.
My mass has left me. It's signed at divorce papers.
That's funny, Dylan. You'll never be married.
Hit a bit too close to home there, friend. A bit too close to home.
Don't worry.
Just a tad too close.
Don't worry, Dylan. I'll marry you if you want.
Oh, thank God. It's only a pro job.
It's not gay if it's your bros.
Yeah. That's what you call a pro job. It's just helping out a pro. But you know how much I like have gotten into this whole lifting and like fitness thing. I've been so hyped about it, and I'm so frustrated now because like I have a rather strict regimen at home as well, which helps me like it doesn't balance out, but it helps lessen the impact of not being able to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And luckily, I've been able to do a lot more cardio, which is always a good thing. By the way, if anyone is here trying to get into fitness, focus on cardio first, then everything else. Because you need that lung capacity.
Shout out to me who didn't do that.
Yep. But it's important to work on your cardio, but God, I just want to go to the gym. I need this.
I require.
Like I've dropped so much. Like I don't drink excessively anymore. I cannot be considered an alcoholic anymore.
Dylan, that sounds like the first stage to an AA meeting. we went straight from, yeah, I'm trying to go better to my workout. First of all, I'm not a raging alcoholic anymore.
I mean, that is a thing I used to be, so, that's a lot of progress. But the fact that, like...
Well, I'm proud of you.
It's... Don't patronize me, Craig.
Don't call me Craig. What the fuck, bro?
Shut up, Samantha. Anyway. It's just so, like... Only after the gyms closed down, I realized just how much, like, my daily routine is based around the few times in a week I go to the gym. Because it's either preparing, being there, or recovering. But now when I'm not there, first of all, I don't have recovery days anymore, because I don't do any stuff like that. Which means I don't feel exerted, which also means I'm not getting enough lifting done. And that also means that my diet had to change quickly, because I couldn't bulk up anymore. I could not eat as much as I used to. Like, it has brought up a big amount of issues that I never saw coming. And, yeah. That's why January is the worst month of Corona in the US.
You don't live in the US, Dylan.
No. I would never.
Oh, yeah,
Not even as a meme.
Do we want to talk about, in the last few minutes, how Trump got banned on Twitter?
Oh, yeah.
What if you went to Tumblr, bro? What if you started his own Tumblr vlog?
I would laugh. I would fucking laugh. I would love that. Also, while we're on this, hey Trump, please stop texting me. I don't have a Twitter account you can use. I don't own Twitter. Thanks.
It's alright, Donald. You can use my Twitter account. I endorse the freedom of speech.
Oh, but yeah, fucking Donald Trump, man. He got banned off of Twitter, Facebook, TikTok.
No, he didn't. Did he get banned off TikTok? I don't think it was on TikTok. I think he just wanted to ban it because China.
No, he like TikTok banned everything Trump relating, like supportive.
Right, okay.
Which you have to consider. You got banned by Chinese malware spyware. That's like a new low. TikTok has like a lot of problems with a lot of illegal activity directed towards minors, but Donald Trump, no, not on their platform. No.
The funny thing is how many people are like actually complaining and asking if it's illegal. I mean, yeah, most of them are baiting. Granted, most of them are baiting.
Yeah,
but the few people that are like genuine, like don't understand that Twitter's just a private company and can, choose to ban whatever they want.
Twitter is not a right; it's a privilege, and you have to follow their rules to have that privilege. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah. Just like I can't walk into any bakery in America and just order a gay wedding cake. They'll deny me.
What the fuck is a gay wedding cake? Like, how do you make a cake gay?
You just put two men as the cake toppers on top. That's literally that's the only difference.
How the fuck does that make the cake gay? It's a cake. It's got two dudes at the top that you don't even eat most of the time.
It makes it gay because the people they're making it for are homosexual and they're getting married. And apparently, that's just too much for some people, I guess, that two dudes be fucking.
I don't care about the dudes fucking. That doesn't make the cake gay.
No.
I don't think the gay cake...
But guess what? Guess what, Dylan?
God, I hate America.
American, Christians are very homophobic sometimes.
I mean, Christians are homophobic most of the time.
I think the Pope's not too fussed.
Yeah, the Pope's okay with it, which is interesting, actually. We have a surprisingly chill Pope. I'd like to have a beer with him
Shout
one time.
Shout out to Francis. Shout out to Pope Francis. He's not allowed to drink, bro.
I'd love to have a non-alcoholic gin and tonic with him.
Shout out to Pope Francis. You want to come on our podcast, bro?
God, we would have the Pope on our podcast. I would actually have to repent.
I think we might have to learn Italian though for that to happen. Also, I'm a Satanist. I don't know how well that would go over.
Doesn't he speak English though?
I'm not sure if he is fluent in English. He has a Twitter account.
I think he is. I think that's like I would assume that's like part of the job. English is the lingua franca.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'll do the outro.
All right.
It's been running for about 46 minutes. So, everyone, thank you so much for watching this. What is this? Episode 18? Episode 18?
Yeah.
Episode 18 of Couch Convos. If you've been following us this far, please be sure like, subscribe if you haven't done that already. Share us, please. We're desperate.
We need it. We fucking need it, man.
Like we need drugs. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And without further ado, Dylan, what do you have for me this week?
Qanon.